Hey friend, thank you so much for being here. So today's video is going to be raw, unedited, and I'm going to be talking about some sensitive subjects like body dysmorphia, depression, anxiety, just mental health issues. And so if that's triggering for you, please don't watch this. You'll see me next week or watch my other videos. Love you so much, and I hope that you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. So for the rest of you that are going to be joining me, I just am tired. I've been really tired, and I didn't have the energy to really plan out a video like I normally do and put hours into filming and editing because it literally takes hours every single week for me to put up videos every single Friday. And I've just been in a low point, not the lowest point, knock on wood, not the lowest point of my life, but I've recently been in a low point, and I just wanted to talk about it because that's just what's been going on. That's what's been on my mind. And I just don't have the energy to, think of an idea and produce it and, plan out what I'm going to say. This is going to be a very stream of consciousness. But I think this kind of content is really important when we live in a very social media and technology heavy based society where a lot of what we see is produced and filtered and scripted. And I think videos like this where people are just talking about what they're going through and how they're feeling and mental health and other issues like that is really important. And I'm hoping that this helps someone that is watching this video who is going through, a hard time too, or just like struggling with life. So I have been going through kind of like a tower moment. So the tower card in tarot, the imagery is these people jumping from this tower, and the tower's falling down, and there's flames everywhere. And I personally love a tower moment. Not really loving it right now, but I really like the tower. It's one of my favorite cards because I don't see it as a negative card or like shit's hitting the fan, right? That's the story, shit's hitting the fan. The ways, the patterns, the habits that you have been implementing in your life are not serving you. Therefore, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, is stepping in and removing it for you. And that's what's been happening. It's just been shitty events. There's no other way to say it. Shitty events, just like situations that don't feel so good, have been happening like back to back to back. Like literally, like something will happen today and then tomorrow something else will happen. Like it's been like that. It's all just, things in my life are both falling apart and being put together. And there's a lot of change happening in my life right now. And I'm a Pisces, I'm a water sign. I have heavy water placements in my chart. So I thrive in change. But that doesn't mean that change doesn't feel hard and uncomfortable for me. And specifically, this change feels really hard. So if you don't know, I lived in North Carolina for the majority of my life. I grew up in Jacksonville for 16 years, went to college at ECU, and last year I decided I cannot be here. Like North Carolina has my closest friends, like my chosen family. my org, Mapinduzi, like I have learned so much, and I'm so grateful for the experiences, both the good and the bad, you know. There is no such thing as good and bad. There only is what is and what isn't. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, the situations that feel both good and bad, or the situations that feel good and the situations that feel bad, I'm grateful for both of them. I'm grateful for the heartbreak. I'm grateful for the success and accomplishments that I achieved while I was there, but I was not happy, and I felt stuck, and I had been there for so long. Like, I needed change. Like I said, I'm a water sign. I'm a mutable sign. Pisces is the mutable water sign. So like, I need change to grow and to thrive. And so my family moved here to Nevada in 2020, and then I moved and joined them in summer of 2021, and I have a video on my channel about that experience of moving if you're interested. But that was both the best decision I've ever made in my life and also the hardest. Hard to leave everything that I've ever known and been familiar with, people that I've known my whole life, friends that like I'm still friends with and that I'll probably be friends with forever, you know, like just really important people in my life and important places, and all these memories, I left them behind. And now I'm in, you know, this big city. I've never lived in a city this big. And when I moved here, the only people I knew were my family, and that's a whole nother thing. I love my family. I'm grateful that I have a family, you know, a blood-related family that's still alive. I'm grateful for that, but there's issues, and, you know, there's some things that I struggle regarding them as well. So I have struggled to make friends here. The type of people here are really different than in North Carolina. And, you know, I work a full-time job, and so I've been really tired. I don't know how else to say it. I've been really tired, and I'm not happy at my job. I want to leave my job. There's a lot of misogyny and sexism, and just, you know, not feeling like my opinions or my voice is respected and heard. So I want to leave my job, and I got into it with my supervisor, I think, was it last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago, and that just felt like a really shitty moment. And then my car broke down literally the next day, and, you know, I've been dealing with microaggressions from my family regarding my gender identity, how I present myself, you know, my opinions. You know, I'm a very, I wouldn't say outspoken, but I am, because I'm introverted, but I speak my mind. I am not shy. I'm a very blunt person. I don't sugarcoat things. And some people are not comfortable with that. Some people don't like that. And that just tells me that they don't have boundaries themselves and are not open-minded enough to accept other people's opinions. So I struggle with that. Struggling with finding people that are on my wavelength. And, you know, all of my closest friends are not here. They're across the country, hundreds, thousands of miles away. And to find people like them, not, you know, copy and paste just like them, but to find people that are on my wavelength, who value the same as me, who are interested in similar things as me, who, you know, are just like nice, respectable people. Finding that here has been difficult. And I have been dealing with a lot of loneliness, and my depression just got really bad. Today, I'm actually feeling really good today. But just speaking like generally over the past month has been a low point. Like, you know, my relationships with certain people have fallen apart. The environment at my work has been falling apart. The environment in my home, you know, where I am right now, my apartment, has not been a good time. I don't like the person that I'm living with, and it's been a struggle. You know, when you are surrounded by something that you cannot escape because it is in your space, mentally, it is very hard for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you, to remove yourself, to separate yourself, to be detached. And yeah, that's what's been going on. I made a video a couple of weeks ago about, you know, some exciting things that were happening in my life, and basically none of it went to plan. Like I was trying to get a new car, and I didn't get approved for my loan from my bank, and I could have tried and you know, applied to other places, but there was just so much else going on, and I just felt really discouraged that I just stopped looking. And I still have the same car that I've had since I've moved to Nevada. That's caused me a bunch of issues. You know, that financial burden of dealing with something that is like just been a constant problem is very stressful. I've been very stressed, and just feeling, overall, I feel really good about my body. I feel really good about who I am as a person, but we're human, and you know, life is just like waves. And right now I'm in like a low wave, but that just means that whatever comes next, the next moments, weeks, months to come, is going to be a high point. And that's just how it is. And I have really been struggling with my acne. I feel really discouraged by my facial acne. I mean, I'm wearing makeup right now, so you can't really tell. But in my other videos where I haven't been wearing face makeup, like, you can see, I just have a lot of breakouts, scarring, and I've tried so many things internally and externally to get rid of my acne, and it's still here. I still get new breakouts, and that is really detrimental to my self-image. And I know I'm a beautiful person. Like, I think I'm beautiful inside and out. Like, I think of myself very highly, not in a conceited way or not like through my ego, just like, I know that is my truth. Like, I know that about myself. But it is hard for me to, you know, detach my self-worth from how I look physically. Most of the time, it doesn't bother me, and I know that I'm beautiful, you know, regardless of what's going on physically on my body. But it's been hard. And so I'm hoping that you guys can relate, at least a couple of you, or that this helps you realize that you're not the only one struggling. And to close off this video, and thank you if you have made it to the end, I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that have been helping me through this time. I think it's really important to make this video well-rounded in that sense, and not just talk about like, this sucks and this sucks. Like, that's completely valid too. Like, shit kind of sucks right now, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that are really good in my life and that I'm very grateful for, and some things that have been helping. So body maintenance. that is something that really helps me feel better. Stuff like getting a facial, getting a massage, shaving, putting on lotion, taking a hot bath, putting on makeup. Like, makeup is really important to me. And I don't wear makeup because I feel like I need it or I'm insecure. Of course, I'm insecure sometimes, but like generally, I'm not an insecure person about how I look. But it just, I just feel like a heightened version of myself when I put on earrings, when I do my face, like when I wear a cute top, you know what I mean? Like, that really helps me. Another thing that probably is the most helpful tool that helps me with depression, anxiety, like anger, just, all of those feelings that don't feel so good, is journaling. I have multiple journals. Like, I've filled multiple journals over the past couple of years, and journaling just, honestly, I can say, like, has saved my life. Whenever I'm feeling really low or frustrated, or like I just don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how to feel or think, I journal. And then that helps me recognize how I'm feeling. And that helps me recognize patterns in myself and allows me to be really honest with myself, because when we don't, sit still and be quiet and just really let our minds tell us what it's thinking and let our body tell us how it's feeling, a lot of the times we just don't even notice. Like, we're just not aware. And journaling has been the most helpful tool, and it's great because it's free. Like, all you need is pencil and paper. You don't need to, well, I guess that costs money, but you know what I mean. Like, hi, Chunky. That's something that's just very low cost, or little, like, no cost to you, that can help you a lot if you're going through situations like that. And another thing that's been helping is eating whole foods / cooking my own food. Not eating out, not, heating up pre-made meals in the microwave and eating that. Like, getting like whole ingredients like vegetables, rice, beans, and making it myself. That is just so good for my body, and it makes me feel proud of myself. I'm like, wow, like, I'm really taking care of myself. I'm thinking consciously, and I know exactly what's going into my body. That really helps. Another thing is spending at least 10 minutes in the sunshine or outside every single day. And last thing I want to say is I just have not been putting pressure on myself at all. And I have not been for like the past 2 years, basically since the pandemic happened. I used to be the type of person, especially in college, where I was like, you have to go to the gym every day. You have to eat 3 square meals a day. You have to hang out with people every single week. Like, you have to do this, this, and this. You have to look a certain way. I put a lot of pressure on myself to be a certain way and to really push myself. And personally, for me, most of the times pushing myself is not conducive to my path. It doesn't help me. It does the opposite. So, if something cannot get done because I'm physically not able to, or just like mentally, I cannot make myself do it, I don't feel guilty, and I don't make myself do it. I just do the things that I'm capable of doing in that moment, and that is good enough. That is more than good enough. Like, whatever I'm able to do within a single day, and just taking, literally, I'm not even thinking about the future, or I try not to. I'm just like, what do I need to do right now? And what am I doing right now, today? And only thinking about that has, completely changed my life and just made me a way less anxious person. And that's a form of self-love. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched this whole video, I'm sending you so much love and light, and you're not alone. Like, I'm struggling, you know? I'm struggling. Some days are good, like today is a good day, but I also have really bad days. But I still have hope for my future, and I know that I won't always feel this way. So, yeah, I hope that you liked, if you like this kind of content, please like this video or like leave me a comment. It would really help me out because I think this kind of content is important and I like creating it. And I am sending you so much love and light. Here's a little binky. There's a little binky right here. Wants to say hi. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.